Hi there fellas, this is another training video. Excuse me while I move my mic, but what we're going to do is actually show you how to start archiving SAHDPod podcasts. Currently we'll be using Zencastr for our recording, and we want other hosts to be using the SAHDPod login, just purely because they're eventually going to go to a paid model. And if they do go to a paid model, we're going to actually ask members of SAHDPod to contribute so that we can actually pay for the use of the service. All right, now I'm going to show you right now what I mean. This is the SAHDPod login. And okay, as it starts up, anyway, this is actually my Dropbox account, and I have a lot of space in my Dropbox account. But we won't be using my Dropbox account for other users. We will be using the SAHDPod Dropbox account, which is this one. And I'll show you what the problem is. Okay, it's starting up, and this is the problem. We don't actually have a lot of space. We certainly don't have enough space to be recording in WAV. So what we're going to need to do is, at the end of every show, remove these from Zencastr and remove them from, well, actually we can just archive them in Zencastr and remove them from our Dropbox so that we can free up some more space. The easiest and the cheapest way to do this is using Google Drive. Now, since SAHDPod has a Google account, we're going to actually go into that. So we'll go into Google Drive. Oops. And we're going to go and we're going to log into this using the SAHDPod. Okay, it's just, this is the first time I've used this. I actually use Google Drive myself personally. Okay, so this is actually some of the documents that you'll see that we've been posting on the SAHDPod hosts page. But what we need to do now is we need to make a new folder, and we need to make this podcasts. Create. Okay, so now we have a podcast folder. And what we're going to go and do is go to the SAHDPod Dropbox, because Dropbox is the only file sharing service that currently works with Zencastr. I was speaking to the guy who actually is producing Zencastr, and he said that it will eventually be working with Google Drive, but since it isn't right now, we need to go in and actually move each one of these into Google Drive. Okay, moving in manually, basically. So what I'm going to do firstly is I am going to I'm going to have to download these. So, oops. Oh, how can I download them easily? Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry, I had to take a quick pause to remember how to do this. Okay, I need to download this. And we're going to save these zipped files. We'll just save them on my computer for now, because I'm going to then upload them into Google Drive for the SAHDPod account. So we'll just put them on the desktop. New folder. SAHDPod. And okay, I'm going to have to change the name of that, so we'll call that and Google. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to save that. Okay, I know that it's there, so I'm going to then go in and delete. Same with this. Okay, that's finished downloading. And again, this was, I believe this was Trevor's. So I want to make sure that I did automatic post-production for this, which I think I did. Yes, I did. There's the final mix, which is the automatic post-production. And that's another thing, folks. If you do come to download these, make sure you do automatic post-production in Zencastr So we have the original files of everybody talking plus the post-production. The post-production is the file that will be uploaded as our raw unedited file. Okay, so now that we're done with that, we can delete it. This doesn't have an automatic post-production, but I'm going to run one. I have to go back into Zencastr. I beg your pardon, it must have already been deleted from Zencastr. Never mind. So let's just go back and we'll just archive it, just the same. That was Maddie's show. I think that was SAHDPod 6. I'm sorry if you can hear us sucking in the background, fellas. I got a horrible cold and I'm sucking on a breath mint, or on a cough lolly. Okay, that one downloaded. We can see there it is. So we'll do the same thing to that. We're going to delete that. And I'm just going to go through and do the others and speed up this recording. Okay, we've actually deleted them. I don't see a function where you can finalize the delete because it's actually saying that we can restore this, but of course I don't want to restore it. I want just to delete it permanently. But it does just seem to me that you can just leave them there and they'll eventually go away. So, all right, we're going to leave it the way it is, and we're going to go back to Zencastr, and hopefully when I refresh the page, okay, there we go. It's showing that we actually have almost full space. This here is a file connected to Danny. So we're going to archive each one of these. And delete them, because we don't need them. And delete, and okay, I have to delete and confirm apparently at the same time. So I'm just trying to see what this file is. Okay, this is a previous, so we can ignore that. And we can archive, confirm, and they're all gone. Yay! Okay, so now what we're going to do is create a project, because we've got SAHDPod 13 coming up, and I'm going to add it there for Danny. Okay, now we've completely cleaned out Zencastr. We have let's go to the dashboard. We've completely cleaned out Zencastr. We have the upcoming project for Thursday night left there so Danny can use it, and we shouldn't have any problems with space. Now what we're going to do is, we'll log out of Zencastr, and we'll also log out of our Dropbox. And now what we're going to do is we're actually going to go into Google. Remember, this is where we had our files to upload so that we can share them. And I'm actually going to the desktop right now. You can't see it because I'm off screen. And I'm going to change the names. 13. Okay, I finally got it figured out. And now I'm going to upload each one of the zip files that we had in Zencastr for archiving up into our podcasts in Google Hangouts. And there they go. Okay, we're coming to the end of the uploads, and we're just about done. Okay, there we go. Now, as you can see, we have SAHDPod 6, which was Maddie's New Year's show. We have SAHDPod 12, the test episode, which had Craig Levine, myself, and Trevor Mulligan, where we were actually testing, basically giving Trevor a bit of a dry run. We have SAHDPod 12, which is actually the episode that Trevor recorded, and we also have SAHDPod 13, which we've classified as a test because we had some problems with the audio. But you can see they're all up on Google Drive, and they're there and they're archived. We have 15 gigabytes of space on Google Drive, so it should take us quite a long time. If you can actually see SAHDPod 12, which is a genuine episode, had 4 people on the cast, 333 megabytes. So, if you consider that we have 15 gig, it's going to take us a while to fill this. And this is the way that we should, in the future, archive our raw podcasts. Again, so let me finish this by saying, and you can share these, obviously. We can share them and just make them, what I would do is just make them can view. And we could make them all viewable to the editors. The editor can download it. They can produce the final podcast. The final podcast will be uploaded to archive.org, and we're good to go. So we have the final podcast on archive.org, and we also have the raw files here and stored just in case we ever need them in the future. Because remember, these ones have pre and post show, and a lot of guys, maybe they'll want to listen to that later on. Maybe they want to just keep them as a memento of their time on SAHDPod. Who knows? Okay, anyway, that's done. And with that, so let me reiterate. We are going to be using Zencastr's SAHDPod account. And here we are, we log in. We are going to be using the cloud drive, which is SAHDPod's Dropbox account. Which in this case is here. Okay, at the end of every SAHDPod episode where somebody records using the Zencastr, they're going to go into the apps. Well, they're not going to. The editor is going to do this. They're going to go in. They're going to save this locally, upload it, or this is probably what I'll do. I'll upload it to the SAHDPod archive for in a zip folder. The editor will then take it probably from Google and edit it, and this will be removed from the Zencastr account. So we've made from the Dropbox account. So we've made some space available. So the next time we come to record a Zencastr episode, we have the space available in our cloud drive. And that is the end of this recording. If you have any questions, just send them to me or post it in. I think that this will actually be in Facebook first, so you can actually post some questions there. Thanks.